All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is September 3rd, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, on the daily chart, what do we got here? Almost a bearish engulfing candle right there. Yesterday, we could not fill the gap. I mean, we came up there twice. Couldn't fill the gap, so kind of a multiple attempt to make a higher high, and we failed, so had a little sell-off. I fully expect this to probably rebound after hitting this all-time high anchored VWAP, or just rebound sometime tomorrow. I don't picture us staying down here or seeing any follow-through. Okay, I'm just saying that that's my opinion. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So here's price action for today. Lower high, lower low, closing below bearish cross, below the rising 17 EMA. All right, I think target is probably going to be right here. It's going to be anchored VWAP, which will probably be gap fill right there. So we got an open gap right underneath there, right underneath 550. You can see right there, so right between here and here. So like right here and there. So I'm thinking probably a gap fill tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Now, if they don't gap fill tomorrow, that shows strength on the bulls part. I would expect probably a recovery all the way back up to the channels. Channel starts at 555 and goes all the way up to about 564. So we'll see what happens. So on the daily candle, again, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish cross and under the 17 EMA. On the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, we got a 2-hour downtrend. On the 10-minute chart, we have a 10-minute downtrend. So 2-hour downtrend, 10-minute downtrend, daily uptrend. Still on the daily chart, we are moving up. As you can see, ever since we broke this high right here. Okay, so you can see us consolidating over there. So we'll see what happens. So there's SPY on the daily chart. Still in an uptrend. QQQ. All right, QQQ, same candle. All right, lower high, lower low, closing underneath, bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA, still in an uptrend right here on QQQ. All right, price action, again, lower high, lower low, closing underneath everything there. Looking pretty much the same way as SPY, but still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at FNGU. Again, same candle, lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap. Under the 17 EMA, okay, so price action, we haven't made a lower low, but it's not looking good for the bulls. FNGU, we are still in an uptrend since we broke this high. We would have to break this low in order to be in a downtrend. So bears got a long ways to go to put this in a downtrend. Doesn't mean they can't just continually move it down, which they have been doing. Now, there's a possibility. All right, there's a possibility here. We got a igniting candle, and then we've got 6 small candles, and then on the 7th day, we've got a big red candle. Okay, so this could be the exhaustion move to the end of the selling on the FNGU. It's a possibility. I'm hoping that's the case. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's FNGU looking like possible exhaustion candle there at the end of a move. Hopefully that is the end of the move down, and now they reverse it and start going back in the other direction. We'll see what happens. Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow got a lower high, lower low, closing under bullish trap, but over the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow still in an uptrend. FNGU still in an uptrend. SPY still in an uptrend. QQQ still in an uptrend. IWM, same candle. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath bearish cross underneath the 17 EMA. All right. IWM still in a downtrend. All right. But it's been moving up. So this may be the higher low, and then make another higher high, and then we're off to the races. Okay. So there's IWM having a pullback just like SPY, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the rising 17 EMA. Let's take a look at our technicals. Technicals had us falling out of the overbought zone. We just flew right over the buy zone, and we were in the buyer's chop zone for most of the day, just inside here in the buyer's chop zone. T2123. Here is Friday's price action. We extended it a little bit more. So new all-time high for T2123, putting in a bull flag, buying from the beginning of the day almost to the end of the day. And then you can see we've got about 5 15-minute candle bars that are red up there. Still putting in new all-time highs today for T2123.15. Here's the 200 SMA coming all the way through the prior all-time high, and about to looking like it's ready to cross this prior all-time high, and this is the new all-time high right there on T2123. Here's the 3-bar chart. Again, a whole lot more space opening up between a rising 200 SMA and the price action up here. Again, 3 more green candle bars up over T2123 right there. FNGU, we saw that earlier, and nothing but selling from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Hopefully they found some support. They are on support right here, and I got to tell you, that looks like a bounce. Okay, so FNGU red from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, bouncing off of support right here. All right, so let's see if they can have some follow through with that support, get up over this hooking 200 SMA, get back up into this area here, and consolidate over to the right. So there's FNGU. No help at all today to with the FNGU. Now it's on support. I'm telling you, I think there's a good chance we either strike that all-time high anchored VWAP and then ricochet off of it back up to the channel, or we just head right back up to the channel. We'll see. Here's FNGU. Maybe they need to double tap the support before bouncing up to the 200 SMA. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm expecting a possible double tap on the support and then back up to the 200 SMA. So we'll see what happens. That's FNGU. Let's take a look at some sectors. First sector we'll look at is precious metals. Start off with silver. All right, silver and gold in uptrends ever since they took out this high right here. Silver price action, lower high, lower low, closing into the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend. Okay, still in an uptrend for silver. Gold still in an uptrend. Price action, lower high, lower low, just like SLV, closing underneath the bearish cross, but above the 17 EMA here. So there's gold still in an uptrend. Silver still in an uptrend. UNG still in an uptrend. Nice candle today. Outside day, lower low, higher high, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So there's UNG in an uptrend. USO USO's in a downtrend now. Okay, they were in an uptrend over here. Okay, now they just took out this low, so that puts them in a downtrend. So petroleum crude oil right here in a downtrend, making a lower low and a lower high and a lower low, closing underneath bearish trap and underneath the 17 EMA. USO in a downtrend. SMH still in an uptrend right there, has not broken this low, so it's still in an uptrend. Big red candle just like the rest of the market. XLK, same thing on XLK, big red candle just like the rest of the market. Again, I'm hoping, here's the igniting candle. And there's the price advancement candles with an exhaustion candle at the end. Hopefully that is the exhaustion candle. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Same with SMH. All right, looking like that could be the exhaustion candle. Okay, so looking for reversals tomorrow. Maybe one more candle to put an exclamation point on the end of this pullback and then start going back up. We'll see what happens. There's SMH and XLK, both still in uptrends, although they are moving back. XLF puts in new all-time high today on XLF, XLI, bearish engulfing with, of course, lower high, lower low, closing underneath bullish trap, but over the 17 EMA, still in an uptrend. XLI and XLF. XRT, it's our retail sector, still in a downtrend. We have to break this high in order to be in an uptrend. Either that or we set a higher low and then create a higher high. That will put us in an uptrend. XRT got a lot of work to do still to get that uptrend. Price action for today, again, just like the rest of the market, lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Okay, so XRT still in a downtrend but moving up. All right, let's take a look at IYT. All right, IYT still in an uptrend. Okay, they'll be in an uptrend unless they break this low right here. IYT transports, same as the rest of the market, lower high, lower low, closing under the bullish trap but over the 17 EMA. IYT still in an uptrend. So we got transports in an uptrend, industrials making new all-time highs, did make an all-new all-time high on Friday. Financials made a new all-time high today. T2123 made a new all-time high. Even though we saw this red sell-off candle, I strongly believe that there will be very little follow-through to this tomorrow, maybe an exclamation point on the end of this exhaustion candle, right into that, what do I want to call it, the all-time high anchored VWAP, and then maybe I think we do a reversal right off of there, back up to the channel, and then we consolidate again in the channel for maybe 2 or 3 more weeks, again, till we finally get everything in order and lined up, and then we start moving and making higher highs. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. I don't know, but that's my hypothesis right there. So there's IYT. That's it for me today, traders, all right? Again, there was no trade for me because I said I only wanted to take bullish trades. So I didn't take anything other than I had some calls that were underwater. So I just sold some calls against it. That's it. I did pick up some SPY calls for Friday. I did pick up some MSOS for, I don't know, next year. And that's about it right there. Yeah, for the bounce. Yep. Yeah, I don't see this. Yeah, thanks, Alan. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, I don't see this going much further. I mean, maybe down anchored, all-time high anchored VWAP and then bounce from there. Yeah, there's a possible gap fill down there, but I think once the gap fill happens, I think we're right back up at the channel. That's what I feel. We'll see what happens. We'll see. All right. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, everyone that was here today. Again, I wish we had a 10-minute uptrend. You can see price action in SPY was on the 10-minute chart was a downtrend from the beginning of the day. Right there. 10-minute downtrend the whole day. Almost a trend day. Trend day for the downside right there on the 10-minute chart. All right, so I'm looking forward to that 10-minute uptrend tomorrow. Maybe we get it in the afternoon. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to that 10-minute uptrend. Again, I said I wasn't going to take any trades. I'm waiting for my 10-minute uptrend. Yeah, I think so. Well, Rainin, yes, Robert, I agree. I think maybe a follow-through flush right down to fill the gap and spike the all-time high anchored VWAP. And I think there is a bounce coming off of that. If they decide to do that tomorrow morning, we'll see. A lot of buying coming right off of 550 right here. You can see the market bounce for $2.50 right up there. See that? 550, 250 coming right off of 550 right there. So we could come down, spike the all-time high anchored VWAP, and I think we're right back up into the channel. I mean, we still got sectors that are bullish, so we'll see what happens. The 10-minute hammer. Oh, right here. Yeah, that would be nice. Yep, that would be nice. You almost got you got the 10-minute hammer, and you almost got green erasing red right here. See that? Almost. All right. No cigar, but almost right there. You got almost green erasing red. Yeah. All right, traders, that's it for me today. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. All right, we'll do it again. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you for being here.